I'm tapping in. I'm tapping in. I'm tapping in. I'm tapping in. I'm sorry for the delay, y'all. I'm sorry for the delay, y'all. I apologize for that. I apologize for the delay. I swear to God, I do. Under the weather right now, but I still had to come on in. I couldn't even lay still, y'all. I just had to get up and like literally come and talk to y'all for a minute. Kick some knowledge in y'all ear for a minute. You get where I'm coming from? Like I'm really under the weather. I'm really under the weather. No lie, no bull jive. You feel me? But listen, we ain't gonna let that stop us. Thank you for tapping into your Cuz Podcast. Y'all know what it is. We lit. We lit. I supposed to have been on that 8, but now I'm on that 9. It's 8:57 and I'm always on time. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. I just want to hop on just to let y'all know for all my special guests that been coming in for the last weeks that went past. I just want to say thank y'all for pulling up on me, showing me some love. I appreciate that. I'm very excited. I'm not lying. Like that means so much to me. Like I don't even know what to do, y'all. I ain't even lying. How y'all pull up on me, tap in, y'all like really gave me y'all time, bruh. That's what I appreciate because y'all really gave me y'all time and y'all really came on. See, what it is there. This is what it is. Real recognize real. You feel me? If you do good things for people, you get good results. If you do bad things all the time, you get bad results. So sometimes I know you be like, oh man, that nigga played with me, that nigga did this, that nigga did that. Think about this, y'all. I wish I would have thought about this when I caught that charge and left my kids for them years, right? We really got to think about thinking first. You feel me? We got to think before we do anything, y'all. Like literally, we got to think and then react. The reason why I say think, I'm going to break it down to you. The reason why I said think because the consequences, like literally, everything you do, it got consequences behind it, right? When I did what I did, I never thought about the consequences. So that was my fault. You get what I'm coming from? Like, literally, like, I really got punished for something that I did. I ain't say something that somebody else did. I got punished for something that I did, so I had to pay for that. But I'm cool with that. You get what I'm coming from? Because I learned my lesson and it made me focus more onto life and appreciate life. You feel me? You got some people that don't appreciate life. I don't know why. Like, this is a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful thing to wake up every morning and go to work. Thank God for all the good things. You feel me? We ain't worrying about the bad things no more. Everybody could change up. But look, this is what it is. Coach is in the building. Coach is in the building, y'all. He's in the building right now.
Yes, sir.
Woo! Good.
What it do, cuz?
What's up, my nigga?
Not much. You know you got me breaking the law.
Breaking the law. You gonna know how to get one of them Jones to, you know what I'm saying, to sit right there. You hear me?
Right now it's the light. That's all that is. That good
All right,
old
look.
light.
This is what we're gonna do. We ain't gonna play no game. Cause you said you was ready, suited up, booted up. You can go
Hello.
like that, cuz. You can go just like that, cuz. Just there you go, cuz. Turn it up, cuz. Welcome
What's
to the
up,
show, cuz.
everybody? Happy Thursday to y'all, man. To my good people. Happy Thursday to my wise people. I don't like to call people the old ones wise. I mean the old ones old. I like to call them wise. You know. Happy Thursday to the wise people out there. Man,
Uh,
I'm gonna tap in today to today's episode is gonna be mainly about athlete parents and
athlete,
student
bro.
athlete parents and student athletes.
Right. Facts. Facts. Students, athlete. I like that. I like
Because reason why I put them both together is because a lot of people don't know it takes a support system. Everybody want to come to this coach and they want their kid to get developed. They want their kid to play at the highest level, all that good stuff. But a lot of people don't know everything that it takes to actually do those things. Or
Right.
even if you want your child to just get the minimum development, or what I'm saying, you want them to be under the correct development, right?
Right. Facts.
So with that, a parent's role is going to be similar but totally different than a kid's role, correct?
Correct. Correct.
So a parent role, for real, I feel they set the foundation
All right.
for the child. So the athlete parents basically set the foundation for that. And with that basically setting the foundation is, the first thing you have to do as an athlete parent is set the plan. Not make a plan,
Set the
set
plan. I know that's right.
When you make a plan and you set the plan, there's two different things.
Right. Fact.
When you making a plan, you just making it.
Mm.
You write it on the board, you put it out. But when you set it a plan, that means that there's disciplinary actions if one steps out this plan. Make sense?
Makes sense.
That would be the first thing you need to do as an athlete parent, to set the plan. So that means if they don't want to work out, there's a discipline for not working out.
Talk to them.
If they don't want to do the schoolwork, that's a disciplinary factor that comes with not doing the schoolwork.
Right. 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 Facts.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's one, as an athlete parent, set the plan. You got to set these plans with these young athletes, the young student athletes. And it's student first, student athlete. I need all parents to understand it is student athlete. Your child is not going to be an athlete doing the bare minimum in the classroom.
Big facts.
So that means if you need to get there, what they call it nowadays is canvas. They canvas information to where you can see everything all the assignments that come to their canvas, so you can make sure that your child gets those assignments done. It's a lot of parents out here that kind of give their kids a little too much room for a student athlete base. And if you're not a student athlete, okay, cool. That's the way that you want to go. That's fine and dandy. But a student athlete is held at a different criteria. You agree, Randall?
I agree. Yes, I agree. So let me ask you this. So basically what you saying, by the student playing the sport, the parents shouldn't be a coach. Is that what you're saying?
Say that again?
All right. So let's say if the kid playing sports, right? Should the parents be the coach? Is that what you're talking about?
Nah, I'm talking about the parent being all of the above. As you said, the parent is the coach, the trainer.
Nah, for real.
You see what I'm saying? They're the parent. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta kind of gauge your kid. So I gauge off topic, I gauge it to where from the age of 0 to 12, you are training your child up right so they won't depart. Correct?
Facts. Okay, I got you.
From zero to 12, you're training your kid. From 12 to 18, you're now coaching your kid. Like in the world of life, like we're taking the training wheels off. We're no longer saying, "Oh no, this is that." When you slip, now there's real consequences, and they're going to affect your life from 12 to 18. We're going to coach you up,
right?
Put you in position to be successful.
Get you right.
Exactly, and then from 18 to lifetime, that's when you have friendship as a parent. But as a parent, you can't forget, sometimes you're gonna have to go back to a training day, because sometimes as an adult, we need you to be retrained.
Yes, we do. I like
You know,
that. I like that.
and sometimes we need to be coached up after the
Mm-hmm.
training.
Yeah.
So it comes full circle. You know what I'm saying? When as far as a parent position to a child, comes full circle. You just have to understand when it's time to be a trainer, when it's time to be a coach, when it's time to be a parent, and when it's time to be a friend.
You getting 4 of them, huh?
All four.
All 4. Big fact.
So back to the athlete parent is after they set the plan, you actually have to teach the plan.
Teach the plan, right?
Now,
yeah.
Go ahead. Because what?
Because it's a plan. So you got to teach the team the plan. That's the only way that the plan could go. Right.
You got to teach it. And sometimes you got to have a family teaching it, and sometimes you got to have I'm gonna break it down as coaches. You got to have individual teaching. When you break down your wide receivers with your wide receivers and your DB with the DB, is called ND teach.
ND teach.
Individual teaching, individual position teaching. So once you know as a parent the characteristics of your child, the weaknesses of your child, the strengths of your child, now you have to set the plan.
Mm-hmm.
And after you set the plan, you have to teach the plan.
Facts. Got to teach the plan.
You got to teach it, man. And it's something that you're going to do constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that you do constantly, which leads to the next part of the athlete parent, is to practice the plan. That's the consistency is.
Practice the plan. Like that.
You got to practice the plan.
Practice the plan.
As an athlete parent, you got to practice it. You can't just. It's some parents who just drop their kid off at the practice and just go about that day.
Man.
Especially at the younger age. It's like a little semi daycare where they can just woosah and just get the kid out the house because they've been getting on their nerves all day or something like that. But the thing about development is if you're not watching
your child,
weaknesses and your child,
yeah,
how are you going to practice the plan at home?
Right. Nah, for real. Yeah.
You gotta be able to practice that plan at home because what the coach teach for an hour and a half, it ain't enough.
At all.
If they with you, 24, 24-3 then. An hour and a half, 22-3 then.
Nah, for real, right?
You know what I'm saying? So what that is like, man, it's big for a parent to understand, as an athlete parent of the support system. The next thing would be after you practice the plan, you got to execute this plan, man. A lot of people love standing in huddles.
Nah, for real.
A lot of people love standing in briefings and meetings and stuff. Why am I meeting all day? Why am I in this briefing before a meeting? Let's go execute the plan.
Fact.
I set the plan already. I didn't practice the plan already. Now it's time to go execute the plan. Executing the plan means I've been done everything I need to do as a parent for the week. As in, I made sure his homework was done. Right?
Nah, for real.
I made sure he got the training on time.
Yeah, on time.
So he can get the full aspect of the training.
Fact.
Paying for or not paying for. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, enforcing these same habits that you see coaches coaching you, because as a coach, as a parent, you don't know nothing about the sport. That's why you have someone else coaching sometimes, or you may know, but he may not be listening to you in a certain manner. So you need to see how he's coaching it so you can coach it the same way at home.
Yeah. Pay attention.
Hello.
You hear me?
Just drop it off and roll out. Sit in the car, talk to your girlfriends or your boyfriend and mom and dad. Oh, he at practice. He all right. Whole time your son in there is shit in the bed.
What?
and then worry about playing time. They go from all the way from little league all the way to high school. These are the things that you have to do as an athlete parent if you want to see any type of development in your kid when it comes to the sport life, when it comes to a student athlete. after you execute the plan, you got to stick to the plan. Yeah, things may come to rock the boat. You know, you may got smoke screens to make you come think, oh, this plan not what the plan's supposed to be. But if you set it and you stick to it,
and you
how
stick
it's
to
not
it.
going to be. I told somebody today, if you work, you're going to get what?
Paid.
If you
Paid,
don't,
baby.
you're
You
going to
ain't
get what?
gonna get no more. Paid. Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
So if
and that's facts.
Hello.
That's facts, cuz. You already know. I know.
So if you don't work, you definitely ain't going to get paid.
Nope.
So as a parent, that aspect is like, you got to stick to the plan, bro. You can't have a plan say, oh, we're gonna get up at 8:00 every other day, but you like, I'm tired as a parent. Oh, I don't want to go work you out.
No, for real. And that's how it all started, cuz.
Yeah, and then I got something even better. I'm gonna speak for my student athletes, right? You got some parents who don't even who want their kid to be in the sport, but really can't get them to all the stuff, but can get them to all the stuff. Just don't choose to.
Yeah. Don't want to. They don't care.
They don't care enough.
They come. It gotta benefit them.
Hello.
It gotta benefit them.
It gotta benefit them.
Yeah, it gotta benefit them.
You know what I'm saying? And it gets caught up in like, now the kid gets on a schedule to where it's the mom and dad schedule.
Yeah, and that's bad.
And it's bad because the mom and dad is living a schedule of money schedule, not really build a athlete schedule. They on work to get paid schedule.
Nah, for real.
They not on a go work out so I can get paid in the future. Go work out so I can go get a college education.
Bigger shit, huh? Nah, you right. You right. You right, because I be hearing a lot of people like, I'm like, Joe, where your son at? Oh, he at practice. Damn, you ain't gonna sit at practice with him? You know, watch him, take some pictures, send him work. Nah, they be dropping them off and keep it moving.
How about you video record the practice?
Right.
So now when you go back to practice, now when you go in the house, you can show them, hey, this is what you look like in practice. It's certain tiers of development.
Nope.
You want your child just to develop on the fundamentals? All right, cool.
You right.
Do you want your child to actually take the fundamentals and actually see that stuff work in the game? No, my bad. At practice?
At practice, right. Right.
Because a coach has to see it first.
Yeah.
And then being a student, being an athlete parent, understand that although I'm my coach, my son's coach at times, I'm not the team coach. Right. So a lot of coaches are using your child as a personnel aspect.
I never thought about that.
It's personnel based. So if your child is a kid who may be on third down, ain't as focused as he is on first and second down, guess what I'm doing on third down? I'm getting his ass up out of there.
Right. Don't need to cut no corners, huh? No, for real.
For real. And what can help is, as parents, you see, all right, in the first or second quarter, the boy do good. And it's education. What they do off and on the court is how they're going to perform on the fielding court or whatever, volleyball court, whatever.
Yep.
That's how they're going to perform. So if you see your child having a problem in the fourth quarter in education every time, then how about you go the extra mile, go get her some extra
tutoring or something.
Come on, bro. Or since you know it all, because I'm one of them type of parents, I'm not going to, sometimes you got to just know. How about you teach him yourself?
Right. Nah, for real, right?
How about you show him yourself. So now it don't leave no gray areas of exactly how he needs it to get done.
Yep. Fact. Let me ask you a question. From all your culture years, how many parents you got in the argument with? Because they child wasn't put in the game.
I never got in an argument with a parent off of that.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I never got a parent off of it, but I have got into words exchange at practice.
Okay.
But more so on a youth level, because youth level parents are more hands-on than high school. High school, we don't talk to parents. We don't gotta talk to parents. We talk to parents, but we don't really have to talk to parents. It's a set time to where a parent is talked to. And in college, shoot, ain't no parent being talked to.
Nothing, huh?
So why program the kid in high school? You know what I'm saying? Like now with my child, my hands is off of them. Only thing I'm doing is training them and coaching them in life.
Facts.
Now, maybe his coach by the time he get maybe 16, 17, because that's the age group that I got that I'm coaching. Maybe. But other than that, my hands is off. You gotta know your role.
Okay.
Is your phone back on?
Yeah, hold up. Go. Yeah. We good.
So then, now as a parent, once you do those things, you do them day in, day out, and you trust the process, you will see the development in your child's mind. You see development in your child's spirit and when his confidence.
Mm-hmm.
You start seeing development in him start even have initiative around the house.
Responsibilities, huh?
Responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
It's because you have set a certain standard for your child. And that's what he gotta live by.
Yep. For the rest of his life.
For the rest of his life. So now I'm gonna move to the student athlete. This is real big for the student athlete. Because the student athlete is really the one who has to want it for it to actually manifest.
Fact.
A parent can put everything and set the plan, can stay on top of their kid. We all know we all got kids. We all was once kids. Our parents told us, now don't do that, don't do this, but we chose to do otherwise. We know how it go.
You know it. Facts.
So the first thing I got as a student athlete, the most important thing they always told us to do was listen.
First.
As a student athlete, that is the number one thing you must do to succeed.
Just listen.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
He bless you with one mouth and two ears.
Yeah.
So that means I need to listen more than I speak.
Yeah, facts.
Especially if I'm trying to learn and learn a professional craft in anything. I don't care if it's art.
Yep.
I don't care if you at a warehouse. You have to listen so you can understand how to work the machinery.
Oh man, big facts. Big facts. That's how you grow though, by listening.
Man, it's been plenty of times, man. Hey, tell him, big bro. How many times you had to sit me down so I had to listen?
Yeah. You already know.
To this day, like, all right, big bro, I ain't talk to you, man. Come on.
Yeah.
What's going on?
And what I do? Let's talk, nigga.
Let's talk. And I got to sit down and what?
Yeah.
Listen.
Yes, you do. Hands down, yes, you do.
You
I got a question for you, though. I got a question for you. What made you want to coach, cuz?
Man. Honestly, man, it's man. I think just coaching it's a ministry, bro. It's really like a ministry, bro. You got to break it down like a ministry. Because nowadays, a lot of people don't go to church.
It's not for real.
A lot of people who went to church be done wrong in the church. So in the new era, you gotta figure out a way to change people's lives, bro.
Boy, say it again, boy.
I'm telling you, bro. You gotta figure out a way to change people's lives. We live in the DMV, one of the most prestigious areas in the United States of America, bro.
Nah, for real. You hear me? Hear me? You gotta have game living in the city. If
Bruh,
you ain't got that talk game, you in trouble.
you in trouble.
You in trouble.
Not only you don't got that talk game, if you came back, what the fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
You in trouble.
Yeah, you in trouble. You're in trouble. And I think that's why they made social media, cuz to shut up a lot of people.
To shut up a lot of people. Or for real, to give a lot more motherfuckers who ain't really got about shit more shit to say.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of both.
Facts.
Cause now people get to depict on if it's BS or if it's real. If you're a real person, you know it's real.
Right, you know it's real.
If you full of BS, you're gonna still follow the BS and still be lost.
Yep.
And that go back to a kid listening, being a student athlete and listening. So when you do get out here in this real world, you're taking all the attributes that this sport taught you, so you can be able to use it out here in the real world.
Yeah.
You can know what teamwork looks like. You can know when it's time to separate from the team and really put in that individual work, so you can be able to compete when it's time to be.
Other people, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
If you don't listen, you ain't gonna never get to that.
Nope. But you know, I've been saying this for a minute. If you do something for 15 days, you're gonna stay doing it for the rest of your life.
Man, what?
Nah. And then when you start doing it more, you ain't even gonna know you doing it because you're so used to doing it.
You're so used to doing it.
Yeah.
Just like at certain times, I just get my sleeping patterns is wicked.
I already know it is.
Bro, I got the most weirdest sleeping pattern in the world, bro.
I already know it is, bro.
But it's because my body been on go since a young boy.
Right.
Been transitioning from sport to sport. Never really took a break.
Right.
Till really got to college. And I said, bump it. You ain't paying me, I'm not playing. If you're not paying me, I'm not playing.
No, for real.
That's why I know the game, because we came out in the game. When I came up in the game when there was a recession.
Okay.
So a lot of colleges wasn't giving out no bread for real. You know what I'm saying? You had to be a top dog for real. And I came up, you know, yeah, for you to snatch it, you had to be top dog. Like since freshman year, ain't no you eventually blossom and now you the man. You know what I'm saying? Like you would have to, you know, take a little detour for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not saying you couldn't make it. I know a lot of men that made it, took the detours.
Hell yeah. My cousin made it.
Yeah.
And then he got in trouble. And my nephew. My nephew made it all the way to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I don't know what happened. He played enough. They don't know what happened, bro.
Hey, they make it. But I tell people, man, NFL stand for not for long. That's why the next segment I got, you know, next Thursday, it's going to be about what you doing after the game or during the game. Don't wait till after, you know what I'm saying, you then went to college to have your assets put in set. You can have these assets put into now. A lot of these y'all the young boys right now working, they got money.
Yeah.
Young boys got money, $2,000,
$1,000.
Why not go get a Roth right now? Why not go get the mutual fund right now?
right now. Yeah.
Why not invest in the stock right now and still go hoop?
Yeah. But you know, like All them people come out of college and get that money and fuck that money up, cuz. The
Man,
reason
what?
why they fuck that money up, cuz, because they ain't got no good role models.
No guidance.
Yep. That's why Lil Baby blew up like he did, because he had OGs in his ear
Yep.
and
Little
told him,
baby the little baby in the street since he been a little ass
yep.
boy since
Mm-hmm.
since 5 years old. He
Mm-hmm.
been off the porch,
Yeah. He been in the streets.
and what
That's why
they
he more
did
money.
was they said we gonna cover him
Yeah.
because he gonna be the ticket.
Yeah. Yeah.
The villain said we gonna cover him and he gonna be the ticket.
Community, huh? Community. Love him. Love him. Love him. That nigga, hey, cuz, that nigga like that, cuz. I ain't even gonna fake
Yeah,
that. That nigga,
and
hey,
he's still young. He's still young. He ain't hit 30 yet.
yeah, he ain't even hit 30 yet.
The
He
boy
ain't
ain't
even
hit 30 yet.
yeah. And he already said, that nigga said Joe Young, he got so much money, man, he don't even know what to do with it. And he stopped gambling. He said, Joe, he stopped gambling too. He said, man, I stopped gambling too.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
They say they got so much money they don't know what to do with it because they still not getting the financial advice.
Yeah, from
It don't
somebody.
matter what game you playing, bro.
Yeah.
I tell people, I was just having a conversation. Credit just came about 1989.
I never knew that. Never knew that.
That means our grandparents ain't no shit, ain't have credit, ain't no shit about credit.
Yeah. And they survived too.
But they survive because they can go buy a house for 50,000, 20,000, 10,000.
Yeah. And that's how much them Jones was back then too.
Come on. They was less than $100,000. Some houses was $1 when they was really doing the migration for real.
Yeah. Yeah. But let's say this too though, cuz is that why? Okay. When the grandmas and the grandfather bought them houses, right? So when the grandkids know that the grandma and grandfather about to die, they plot on everything, bro. They plot on the houses and everything. They don't even talk about the funeral. They talk about the house and how are we gonna break the house down and how much money, bro. That's sad, bro.
Because they worry about the dollar that's gonna get spent so quick.
Mm-hmm.
They worry about the dollar that's gonna be spent so quick. Everybody worry about the money. Everybody worry about I call it the rats in the cheese race.
No, right.
Everybody racing to get the cheese.
That's sad, bro.
Not understanding America was built off of land.
Mm-hmm.
The money was used to buy the land.
Yeah. It was number dirt. Number dirt.
It was used to buy the land.
Yeah.
But I understand though, because what happens is, this is why I do understand they want the money of it. Cause like just because you said that, like I'm like I got family that's really going through that now, right? So what happens is when our grandparents and them bought the houses and stuff like that, as the years went on, they never remodeled those houses. They never kept them up to date.
Nope.
So now, as the community is building on the outside with up to date
everything,
equipment and everything, the old house is now 20 years, 30 years later, it's gonna cost $1 million just to get it.
No bullshit. But the value for them houses be about $1 million too. When they old like that.
It all depends on demographics. It all depends on how much you got the house for when you bought it. It all depends on how much you behind on property tax. It all depends on it all depends on how many times you refinance your house. You know what I'm saying? Like all that plays a part on how much you can be able to sell your house, and it also depends on how much the houses are being sold in your area.
I know about that. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? If in your area you don't have $400,000 homes. How you gonna sell your home for $400,000? It's not gonna work.
Nah, for real,
Unless
right?
your house is the shittiest house in the area. So that's why I can see why they don't want to deal with it. You know, collectively they just want the money off of it because our grandparents never updated the homes with the piping, with the coding, with all that, with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They never did that because guess what? They didn't know nothing about credit to go get it credit to go get it paid and go get it done.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes
They didn't
sense.
know nothing about going putting a house in the trust. So now I don't gotta pay no property tax on it.
That makes sense.
Well, I don't gotta pay nothing on the trust fund. No tax
and they
on the
don't
trust
know.
fund.
And they didn't know back in the days neither. You right.
They didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't know. They didn't know, cuz you're right. That's what the white people have from them. Yeah.
Oh, that's what they didn't really have from us. That's what they took from us.
Facts. Okay. That sounds better.
Because we always had our own. You know, we always had our own. They just came and took it. We allowed them to take it because we are generally generous people. We ain't gonna look at you and say, "Oh, no, you can't make it." We generally gonna say you can make it. But what happened was they seen that and reversed our shit, and now we are crabs in the bucket. Now that's how we got stuff like what we doing now to reverse it.
Yeah. So when did Facebook and all that stuff start? When that started?
So Facebook really started for real back in like 2003.
Oh, I was in there.
Yeah. Facebook started, like MySpace started like around a little before then too though. But then you had way stuff before then. As I said, like even though Jones technology shoot, when I went to college, bro, we were still on dial-up.
What the fuck
My
is
freshman
that?
year in college. When you plug the Ethernet cord into the computer and you gotta plug it into the phone joint.
Oh, that shit. Okay, I got you.
And you had the AOL dial-up and the joint used to go AOL and then that's how you was able to get on the internet.
That's crazy.
You feel me, cuz?
So when the internet started.
Telephone. You can hear me, cuz?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, all right. You thought I was breaking up. But yeah, then I came back my freshman year, we had Wi-Fi.
And when was that?
07, I would say 08 summer. The whole world transitioned to Wi-Fi. Just like that.
Damn.
Went to college in 07 with the dial-up, had to stick the Ethernet cord to your laptop or your computer, put the joint in the wall. You had to be off the phone. You can't even talk on the phone. Your mama be mad. I got a phone coming through. You got to get off the internet. I got a call coming through. That's why the parents used to use more of their cell phone. The kids was tied up on the internet line. You feel me?
Right, yeah.
Then I came back in 08 summer. Man, we got Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi on all campuses. Wi-Fi in the house. Now it's modems. Now it's a Wi-Fi modem. It was never a Wi-Fi modem.
Right.
Grandparents ain't know nothing about that. I came to the grandparent house to set my grandfather modem up.
They ain't know nothing about it.
They didn't know nothing about it, bro.
Nothing about
it. By the time they knew something about it, a lot of people they had so much assets to really maintain. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wasn't about to get into another debt. That was another thing they were scared for. Or they telling me I can get money without giving them no money.
Oh man, that's sweet, huh?
Yeah, to us it's sweet because we the microwave generation.
Microwave generation, I like that.
But our grandparents looked at that like, nah, it's something about that. Something don't sound right.
No, for real.
You know what I'm saying? But I've learned stuff don't sound right when you're not educated about it.
Right. But when it sound right, when you educated about it.
Hello.
That's why you gotta learn how to ask questions. And even though it's a dumb question, it's a smart question.
Exactly.
And that's facts. And that's facts. I ain't lying to you. And
And
that's
it's
facts.
it's so crazy because it goes straight back to what we be saying, like I was saying with the kids listening. After the kids listen and the parent teach the plan, what you think the kid got to do? The kid got to learn the plan.
Mm-hmm.
The kids
Got
got
to.
to learn the plan. You can't go in your household. Your parents setting the foundation for you, and you trying to bump up against the plan, bro.
That ain't gonna work.
But you want to go out here and go listen to a coach.
You
It's
gotta
not
listen
gonna
to
work.
home first, huh?
You got
You
you
gotta
gotta
listen to
learn it
home first.
first.
Yeah.
Once you
Yeah.
listen, you gotta learn.
Yeah. Listen and learn it, huh?
Listen and learn it. You don't listen and do.
Man,
You gotta
you
listen and learn, and then you go do which is called what? Cuz practice the plan.
yeah, practice the plan.
Now
But
we getting to do it once we learn it.
yeah. Take take over the game. Take over
Take
the
it
game.
over.
Don't you know, cuz like people my age, cuz really don't even know how to get on the internet, none of that shit, bro. Cause they never try
Yes.
to learn, bro. That's why I'm glad, bro. I came home on my shit, bro. It's been 12 years. I came home on
Yep.
my shit because guess what, bro? You gonna need this internet shit.
Yeah.
You gonna need it. You gonna need it.
Yep.
And I think to me is the best technology is Apple. Apple,
Yeah.
hands
For sure.
down.
For sure.
Hands down, cuz I ain't lying. Hands down, cuz because everything like this and it get better, right? This how okay.
Yep.
Let
It
me
get
say
better every
this.
time.
Yeah, let me say this. For the kids, right? People that teach the kids that make sure the kids straight, right? The faster that phone upgrade, that's how fast them kids gonna
The
upgrade.
kids get.
Yeah.
But you still gotta monitor it too, because what's happening is, I was saying this too. Our grandparents was the ones who lived off of going to build a barbershop, going to build a fashion boutique,
Yeah. Yeah.
going to build a farm, going to
Yeah.
build those things.
Yeah.
So what the technology has kind of stopped us from doing is
Yeah.
it stopped us from doing hand-on activities that's going to always cause us to have a revenue.
Yeah. It made us lazy. It made us lazy, bro. No lie. I ain't
Because
gonna lie.
for real, just look. It gives, but also it has its attributes too. But back in the day, we wasn't able to do this. I would have had to pull up. We would have had the video record, and then we'd have the release.
Yeah. Facts. Facts. You right,
The only
big
way
homie.
you could be able to go live, even the news reporters back in the day wasn't able to go live, bro.
Yeah. 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 But you know what's crazy too is that Ice Cube, this is for you, Ice Cube. You knew all about this internet stuff. You knew all about it because I think you was the first one that dropped the best funny movie ever, and that was Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He already knew how to edit shit and what he already knew, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He already knew, bro. But
And
guess
that
what?
movie still lives, still a good movie.
Yeah,
It don't never leave Netflix, never leave Tubi.
never, never at all, bro. At all, bro. Like, you really. I'm a person. You could tell me all day, right? But you gotta show me, like, I'm a hands-on person. You feel what I'm saying? So
Right.
people that's a hand-on person get attitudes with the people that you could show them something and tell them, right? But
Yep.
it's okay because you just different. Your vision,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So yeah, that's the move, bro. this internet, this Wi-Fi shit, like cable. You don't even need no cable no more. You got the fast stick.
Bro, but don't nobody got cable. You got cable, you're not up to date. For real, bro.
For real.
For real.
Because hey, Comcast is the bus.
My nephew, my son, bro. You know what they watch, bro? You know what their TV is?
What, bro?
YouTube. And I know you, and I know your
all day long.
The same way.
All day long, YouTube, all day long.
Bro, their TV is YouTube, bro. We had network. At least we had networks, bro.
Yeah.
We had BT Network. We had Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon.
They ain't got none of that shit no more.
Come on,
bro.
We had networks.
Nah, for real. They ain't got none of that no more, bro.
So think about how much money a lot of people has lost. Like you know what I'm saying? Like people, the podcast is the new news. It's the new news. It's the new everything. That's how you do everything now.
Yeah, that's how you do everything. That's how you do everything.
Just like Just like for an athlete parent, get him training on outside of just practice. That's the new thing. If you're not doing that, you're not up to date.
Right.
You can't take your child to practice for an hour and 30 minutes.
Something
2
wrong.
hours. And you think your child about to be the greatest of all time. I don't care if he got natural talent. Them kids that are trainers gonna catch up to your child. I've seen it. My son's caught up. I've seen it. I looked at my son, said, "You're some trash. I know what to do. Let's go put the work in, and let me bring you back."
And you brought it back. Yeah. And you brought it back.
Totally different. Big difference. And
he got hands,
child, bro. Man.
He got hands too, cuz. Your son got hands.
Some things you just gotta just let you know how that go. Teach him everything. The boy now play chess. The boy coding.
For real,
the boy codes so much, bro. We can't even order no more coding. They put a halt to our ordering, because they think the boy doing some shit. So it's big. It's bigger than you gotta teach your kid everything. Yeah. So now when he gets in front of a coach, he has character.
Let's get it.
Now when he gets in front of a coach, he has character.
Yeah.
He can look at coach in his eye. Hi, my name is Calvin Jones. I am a wide receiver. I go to such and such high school, and I have a 3.5 GPA. I love my mom, my dad. That is my why. I'm here to work and learn. What 16, 17-year-old kid that's speaking like that and talking like that, that's not going to have every door open for him and every coach trying to go out their way for him, bro?
Because when the first time you met him, it was respect.
Exactly.
That's why. People look at that too. Greeting. People look at that. That's just like an email. You can't just send no email no more. You got to fill out all the titles of what they asking for. Yep. That's a complete email.
It's a complete email.
Yeah, no, for real. That's a complete. I didn't know that at first, cause I ain't gonna lie. I just take a send. Nah, got to fill that shit out. That shit got to be correct. Yep. Got to sound good. Tell you, that motherfucking AI like that.
Oh man, what?
AI like that.
See, and that's another thing. Hey, matter of fact, speaking of AI, have you seen the movie, bro?
What movie?
It's the joint where it's an AI made. It's on Netflix. You gotta watch it, bro. She a maid, right?
Okay.
But she comes in crazy. She comes in. His wife was having heart problems.
Okay.
And the AI is like, you can go get an AI male, young, old, an AI. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have a kid, you can go get an AI kid. It's so crazy, bro. The girl was about to pass away. This wife, she had to go get a new heart. So the AI started, being in the house, cooking, cleaning. AI so smart, bro. Like, she talked the man to reprogramming her. And when he reprogrammed her, she now can have human feelings.
Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, the shit was so crazy in my head. When I'm watching the joint with Slim, right? I'm like, whole time, that's what I need. Honestly, that wouldn't be cheating. The joint was real and everything. Like was.
I gotta watch that, though.
Because you gotta watch it. Because
Yeah.
technically, it's the new era sex doll. I'm
Nah,
like, yeah, they putting the subliminal all through
yeah.
the shit.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy. The woman can go get it too, but in my head, if the woman AI went crazy and went left, the nigga AI can go left on a joint too.
Hell yeah, it can.
So I'm looking like, bro, this is like real life. Like they are really showing everything how this world is right now.
But you know, the government gave Eli $5 billion for his robots and his cars.
And then you know what we're gonna have to do, bro? It's gonna be human. It's coming, bro. Our robot wasn't a movie for no reason.
Right. Oh no.
It wasn't a movie for no reason.
That's my movie right there.
Get Out wasn't a movie for no reason.
No, hey. That was a crazy movie, bro. What you would have did though, bro? What you would have did, bro?
Bro.
Think about it, bro.
First of all, my folks are from down south. I'm not going nowhere on no white man's land without my joint, without other family members, without my mans. I'm not doing that. Your ass will get left.
Nah, for real. For real. And that shit was real.
But just think about it. We don't even go into alleys in the city. What the hell do you think I'm about to go into a wood alley? That's all that shit is, the wood alley. In the sticks.
Because
alley.
we definitely don't.
Come on,
we definitely don't, nah, for real. We definitely don't.
We're not going on no alleys, cuz.
We definitely don't.
And if we drive that motherfucker, we kicking that motherfucker. Come on, cuz. Like, I'm damn sure not about to go on no sticks.
No.
First of all, my man, he was already fucked up. He had a white girl. I'm not going to see no white girl parents. Y'all come to meet my parents.
Yes, ASAP.
Y'all coming to my cookout so we can scare the shit out y'all. So you know if you fuck around, it's going to be some games when I'm out there.
No, for real, right? No, that makes sense.
I'm not doing nothing first. You coming to, your parents are coming to my shit first.
Facts.
You know? But a movie's a movie. It's going to have its, you know.
That was a crazy movie, though, bro. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy, bro. That
shit is real, though, bro.
I know, bro.
And a lot of people think it's people that you dating that's having a second place, but not knowing your boss, your white boss, has your ass in a sunken place because he's telling your ass, get your ass up, go work.
Yep.
Go do this.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about the white man who like black niggas. I'm not talking about that white boss. I'm talking about everybody has to understand that we do not run anything no matter what position you're in.
Nope, we don't.
Why do you think Hitler wanted to kill all the Jews? A lot of people don't like. I don't care with nobody. I miss my like. I tell people this all the time, bro. I was traveling from America to Paris, but I went to New York and I went to Germany first, right?
When, bro?
That's a minute ago, about a couple years ago.
Okay.
Like 19, 18, something, a little minute ago, right? But I'll never forget it though, right?
Right.
Bro, I'm in Germany talking shit about how Hitler was a genius. In Germany. I have the balls. These niggas switched my flight in German. Made me buy another ticket. And then when I bought the ticket, said, yeah, you need to watch your mouth. Don't talk like that around here. That's why we switched your flight. I said, what? But that's that Jew shit.
Crazy, bro.
It's real life, but people don't understand what Hitler was really doing. What he fucked up at, he was trying to spread to the American Jews. Nah.
That's what he did. No, that's what
That's when you fucked up at. That's what he fucked up at. The talk was that the next mission was to come to the United States and try to take over that. You should have just left that shit alone, my nigga.
No, for real. Facts.
He should have conquered everything west. Well, east of us, west of us, for real, west of us. Conquered all of that.
All that.
And we didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Because technically, those people who rule the United States right now, bro.
Yep. Right now. You're right about that. You're right about that.
But the thing about what your boy Trump is trying to do is
put everybody out.
Come on, bro. Trump is not with that shit. People are failing to realize Trump. It hasn't been a long time a real white man. As a matter of fact, Trump is the first real white nigga in office.
Yeah, white nigga. Nah, for real.
There's never been somebody came from a family, a lineage. That was really the only way you can get to certain classes. Trump made it possible for a regular nigga, because even Obama wasn't a regular nigga. He came from a certain class.
Right. I heard that too.
He came from a certain lineage. Lineage is your connection to who you are. So it's up to you to keep your freaking lineage. Either you want to keep it or you don't want to keep it. So Trump was the first real white man ever in office.
White man, cuz.
Think about it. How the heck you're the first felon ever as a president? I'm telling my son.
No, real nigga, talk.
You have fraudulent felon on your joint. Now, nigga, you was fraudulent money, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, you was finessing money, and you were the president of the United States.
Right now, and guess what? Why we talking right now? He probably fucking with them people money right now.
Right, he's fucking with the money right now. But what happened was Trump is a Pisces, like me. I know how the nigga think. He played the long game. Trump been in the game since he been 18, 19 years old into politics.
No, for real. Early. That's how he got rich like that.
He got rich. Everybody talking about he bankrupt. No, his businesses went bankrupt.
Right. He ain't bankrupt.
He didn't go bankrupt.
Not for real.
My business went bankrupt. That means they took all my business money because I had everything in my business.
Yeah.
And all I had to do was start another business.
That's it. That's why he ain't tripping off that shit.
Put $5,000 in the business account. Oh, we back running, up and running. I get my grant. And that's what Trump knew, and he knew all their secrets. He knew all their shit. And now they have to put him in power because he's using this shit against them.
Yeah. And bro, do you hear how that nigga talk at his age? That nigga got AI in his head, bro. Nah, for real, bro. You can hear every word that nigga saying, bro. I be like, y'all, what the fuck? This nigga got an AI in his head? For real, bro. And that's shocking.
Bro, cloning, all that stuff is real now, bro. There's so much stuff going on. That's why you gotta really cover your kids if you want them to go to the next level, bro. That's why I coach, because a lot of parents don't know none of this.
Yep. They don't.
What we talking about? Because it is life. Because they so caught up in what they got going on day to day.
Yeah. They don't even think about the kids' life no more.
And they're really going through it worse than what us adults are going through, bro.
Yeah. Who the kids?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Bro, that's why I had to homeschool my child, bro. It's evident, bro. Like you can't be mad at how your kid is responding to the distractions and the trauma that he's experiencing in the earth when you're not around him. He bring it home. You wonder why he acting up, or why he not listening the way you could, because his spirit is being tainted. That's what you said last week, bro. You said you can taint a child's spirit by exposing him to too much stuff.
Yeah.
or the incorrect stuff, you can taint
Yeah.
his spirit.
And I did say that last week. You right.
That I knew was gonna come back around.
Yeah. Nah, for real.
You can
Because
taint the child's spirit.
it's 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 normal, dog. The child only do what the parents do. Or I can't even say the parents, the people in the same household with them. They only gonna
Yep,
do what they doing. They only gonna act like how they act. They only gonna move how they move because they see whoever in the household around them move. So they gonna start
exactly.
that. And that's
And
bad.
it's bad because we didn't have that type of household. As much as we want to believe, bro, we had a 2-parent household and we can do bad about it. We didn't have that. No, we had cousins at the house, grandma at the house,
Nah,
auntie at
for
the house,
real.
uncle
Nah,
at the
for
house,
real.
great auntie at the house.
Yeah,
Everybody
mhm.
stayed at the house, bro. We didn't have all of that, bro.
Yeah. If you go outside, cut up, nigga, the neighbors even beat your ass. Nah, yeah.
Come on, bro.
Nah, for real. For real.
So
I
it's a different time. Everybody want to be on 2 household or a lot of black
yeah.
families. I'm gonna say black family. A kid get 18, you push him out.
Yeah. Get the
It's
get
no
the
way that you can be a student athlete. There's no way that you can be a athlete parent. And when your child get to 18, you push him out.
mm-hmm.
The development just starting to show at 18.
Yeah.
The seed is starting to grow. The seed has just sprouted at 18.
Yeah. Right now, right now. Yeah. Right now, right now. Hey, you ain't lying about that, bro. But I just think, like, by me losing my son, bro, I think his family had him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I talk the talk. His mom could talk the talk, but his cousin him talk. Oh, he listen. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's why we got in so many arguments, bro. Because I was
Yeah.
speaking positive shit, and his friends was speaking negative, so he thought it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Thought it was cool. But everybody told him, like, nigga, what you doing, nigga? Your father did that 50, 60 better than what you doing, but he ain't want to listen to. You know what I'm saying? He ain't want
Yeah.
to. I said, boy, listen, boy, get you a job, boy. You get rich off it. Oh, dang, I ain't got time for that. That year, I got stacks. I'm like, all right, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Rest RV, I love you, baby. You
No
already know.
bullshit. Miss
Nah,
the nigga, man. Miss
you
that
know,
man.
nah, for real, you hear me? Big five. He'd have been on this live with us, nigga. You already
I
know
already
that.
know. I mean, he would
Five.
have gone, but the clothing line, he would have had the whole, all his man, the whole line would have been outside.
Hey, hell yeah. Facts.
It was
Facts. Nah,
just, it was
for real.
just getting to the nitty
It
gritty.
was too. It was too, bro. Nah, for real. It was too, bro.
It was just touching it. It was just
Yeah.
touching the surface, bro. Just
Yeah.
about to peak. Just about to peak, bro.
Yeah. It was, cuz. It was, cuz. So look, cuz. I'm about to go get wifey. You already
I
know.
bet. Yes, sir.
Thank you for tapping in. Get these
Man,
folks
you
your
already know.
information and let them know.
Man, y'all can follow me at Coach Cal DMV. Also, you can email me at Coach Cal DMV. Any questions, just holler at me. Man, any training, just holler at me. In
Mhm.
one-on-ones, group training, just holler at me. We do basketball, football. I can direct you to wherever you need to go. Just tap in,
All
man.
that.
Tap in.
Tap in. You already know. Y'all will definitely see them next Thursday. We lit. Thank y'all for tapping in. Make sure y'all go subscribe and like and comment on this video because we lit. See y'all
We
tomorrow.
lit.
We
Yes,
gone.
sir.
All
Out.
right, my nigga.
All right, cuz.
All right, cuz.